Yes, indeed. Another round of applause for Showtime, man. Showtime putting it on for 2018. Hard body. You heard? Look at this fight we got right here, man. WBC title eliminator. Whoever wins this fight between Regis Prograis 20-0, 17 KOs, actually has KO'd or stopped 13 of his last 14 opponents. Whew, and he's going in there against, hold tight.
From Mumbai, please contact the airport information desk. Mr.
All right. Regis Prograis going against 29-1, 12 KOs. Viktor Postol coming out of the Ukraine. You know what I mean? The man's only lost once, Viktor Postol, and that was to what's his name? To Bud Crawford. You know what I mean? In a unification fight at 140. Now 140 division is wide open, man. They got this kid Ramirez fighting Amir Imam for the WBC 140-pound strap. Finally, Amir Imam gets his opportunity to fight for a world title. We'll see if he can come out on top. But I'm definitely liking this fight right here, man. See, I've been a fan of Regis Prograis ever since I've been seeing him on Showbox. And what else? I see him on PBC. You know what I mean? This kid got skills, you know what I mean? Kid coming out of New Orleans, fighting out of Houston. And hey, man, this kid is hey, he's about that work, you know what I mean? He said he would like to fight Adrian Broner, matter of fact. And you know what I mean? He says he'd be the first man. He'd be the first man to stop Adrian Broner. Do I believe his words? I sure enough do. You know what I mean? This kid right here would give AB and anybody at 140 pounds problems, you know what I mean? If he can get past this guy, Viktor Postol's jab, you know what I'm saying? This guy gonna give him work, you know what I mean? That's what every fighter who fights Viktor Postol, he gotta get through the jab and actually take the pressure to him and make this guy fight, you know what I mean? You see a guy like Hank Lundy, even though he lost that fight with Viktor Postol, looked like they was fighting in a Ukrainian gymnasium, high school gym. But the man, you know, some people even actually thought that what's his name? That Hank Lundy won that fight, you know what I mean? But you know, I'm always gonna be a fan of Viktor Postol, man. The man put $220 in my pocket off a $25 bet, you know what I mean? I knew he would do what he did to Matisse and stop that man. I just had a feeling he would, and sure enough, he came through for me, and that was actually his coming out party on the world stage, you know what I mean? Apart from that vicious knockout he had on Selkirk Island, that was beating Matisse, especially in that fashion he did, was where, you know, I give the guy big props, you know what I mean? But, you know, Regis Prograis, man, it's his time, you know what I mean? It's his time, you know. This guy's a confident young man. Like I said, 20-0, 21-0, 17 KOs. He's knocking out everybody in this path, you know what I mean? And I'm looking forward to this fight, you know? And this fight actually, man, mark your calendars. March 9th is going to be a Friday special edition of Showtime. And, you know, hey, man, this fight is coming out of South Dakota, man. You got to tell me when the last time you seen any fights coming out of South Dakota on national TV. Last time, or at least cable TV, you know what I mean? Last time I remember fellas fighting out of South Dakota was Virgil Hill, you know what I mean? Quicksilver, you know what I mean? A Hall of Famer, you check it. You know, the man who Roy Jones broke his rib cage, the man who fought, you know, 1984 gold medal. Was he gold medal? I think he was a silver medalist, you know what I mean? Out of that 84 Olympic team, you know, the man who lost his title to Tommy Hearns, WBA title. You check it at light heavyweight, but he regained it back, you know what I mean? Hey, man, Virgil Hill was a good fighter, you know? So, man, be Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments. Let me know what y'all think about this particular fight. I'm very looking forward to this fight, believe you me, you know what I mean? Because everybody who I've been seeing a Regis Prograis fight against, you know, he's been a few notches above on as far as levels, you know what I mean? There's levels to this, and he's definitely above them fellas, the opponents he's been fighting level. But Viktor Postol going to be the toughest fight of his career, toughest character, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking forward to seeing what he do, you know what I mean? I want to give a shout out to one of my mans up here on YouTube, you know what I mean? Big ups to boxing fans. Son, I'm in your city, B. I'm out here in that good old Amsterdam, you know what I mean? Royal Dutch Airlines about to hop on this flight, going back home, baby. You know what I'm saying? It was very ironic, man. Still to today, it puzzles me. It just, you know what I mean? And how ironic it was that you told me you was in Italy, you know what I mean? The same day you told me you was out there, I was coming from out there buying mad shines, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. As a global world traveler since I was a little kid, man, this ain't nothing new to me, you know what I mean? Just like that beef M-Rec and what's his name, Gully TV got, you know what I mean? You know, hey, Gully TV trying to pull the man M-Rec card saying he don't go nowhere, he don't travel nowhere. Can't nobody say that about me. B Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments. Let me know what y'all think about Regis Prograis versus Viktor Postol. As a matter of fact, let me know who you think's gonna win that fight, alright? B Marsh Boxing, I'm gone. Peace.